My name is Arni Goodmanson, and my company is, well, actually I have two companies now. One is as a privately practicing psychologist, and the other one is the owner of this, flat, and I function as the owner, and I rent it out to other people with various treatment options. The psychology clinic, which is my main job really, is psychology, clinical psychology, as in therapeutic psychology, in the form of conversation, and using the conversation as a tool to help the client progress and deal with their problems. My professional background is I have my certificate in psychology, but before that I was a fitness trainer or personal trainer, and sort of the whole idea in the beginning was to combine the two, but now I'm purely psychologist. The reason for choosing to create my own company was I felt like I needed to use the opportunity or try to get something going. So I started the company, and then I got a job immediately after I started the process of creating my own company, but then the idea was planted, so I didn't want to stop that sort of a development. So I started running my company and working full time. But the choice, it came because I was needing work, and it came as a safety thing, as in order just to get things going. I also feel that a little bit guarded because I am a foreigner. So I always felt like if it wouldn't work out here, I could always return home and go back to Iceland, where I come from, and that could be as my fallback plan. Obstacles, there will mainly be the fact that I don't know anything about administration. I don't know anything about starting my own company. I don't know anything about finances and taxes and all that. So I'm a psychologist, and I'm very much a psychologist and not in the other things. And I flourish when I'm creative and sort of free, and therefore the whole thing of understanding the finances that just becomes so boring and so structured, and I really struggle with that. Thankfully, through my personal training, I actually had a bookkeeper as one of my clients, and she was there for quite a while, so we developed some sort of friendship as well, and now we are still friends, even though she's not my client anymore. But she helped me set the company up. My goal is to create freedom as an economical and also time-wise, because time is actually the most important thing now. I worked a lot because I was working full-time with a paid job, and then I've been doing this on the side, and now this has been growing steadily for the past 5-6 years, and now I've actually terminated my job, and I'm fully into this. But to reach that point, I've been working a lot, as an almost 200% precision, as in 60-70 hours a week. Obviously it takes a lot of energy, and it just has almost changed my personality, as in from being very outgoing and joyful to becoming more sort of just needing breaks, and especially since my work is with people. But my goal, I'm getting there. As now I've stopped working as a paid employee, and I work now solely for myself, and I am turning my business gradually into more online thingy, so that I can actually be free to roam and work wherever I am in the world. So my goal for 2020 is to have 1 week a month in Spain. When I came here, I didn't understand the language. I didn't speak the language. I was the Icelandic guy, and it sort of became a positive thing. For me, it was actually a very good thing to be a foreigner, and I can feel it now in my business as well, that I have a niche, as in I will get a lot of Icelandic people seeking me for help, and therefore I'm not in the same competition, as in they will seek me because they want to speak their mother language, and that's actually a complete benefit for me. if I were to give advice to someone starting on their own, I'd say obviously networking would be great, but I also think embracing your nationality because I think the perfect combination is you showing enthusiasm and interest in adapting and being part of the society, but also maintaining your own uniqueness, because I think there's a market there. For me, yeah, working as and I was willing to offer that time. I was willing and that, I guess that's the same story for everybody. When you start your own company, you really have to work a lot in the beginning because you have no capital, you have no income, so you kind of have to build it up and you have to grind it in the beginning. And I think as long as you are aware of that, and then yeah, through my work, I think I'm a friendly guy, so I establish connections quite easily. So I think, for example, this bookkeeper there, we remained friends, and for me, she was a lifesaver as such because I didn't know. I didn't know how to do these things, and I know that I get very easily impatient with reading stuff and systemic stuff. So for me, it was just fantastic to get someone who has it and knows it and likes it, because then she could help me where I'm sure I could have found out, but it would have taken a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of frustration to get that information that I needed.